Hey, this is Jesse with Create This. You might be wondering what this ridiculous thing is on top of my head. So when I bought my boosted board, I bought a helmet, and then I decided that I wanted some good way to film action sequences on my boosted board. So it's a GoPro gimbal. It's a wearable GoPro gimbal. This thing's really a game changer. The first time I saw it in action was in the Corridor Digital gun game video. And, I thought it was pretty amazing there. My son actually introduced me to that, so thank you, Isaac. But since then, I bought one and I made some video using the boosted board, so take a look at that now. And I also made some video with my Felt Dual E electric mountain bike. So take a look at that clip. Pretty amazing stuff, huh? So yeah, I really love this thing. I don't think that there's any other way to get such silky smooth action video when you're, riding a vehicle of any kind or even walking. I've used this in hiking videos as well. Sure, it makes you look a little ridiculous, but I look ridiculous anyway, so I'm used to it. So, a couple of pro tips. When you get one of these, if you get one of these, the first thing that I do is I install a block of wood right here between the GoPro anchor and the actual body of the gimbal itself. And I secure that block of wood. It's just like a dowel, right? Like you can go to the hardware store and buy like a wooden dowel and then use like a little handsaw to cut it to length or something, or you could even probably just break it in half with your hands. They're small enough. But the reason why I do, and then I anchor it together with like really high strength Velcro, and I just buy that stuff at Walmart. So I put a strip of Velcro on top, I put a strip of Velcro on bottom, and then I do the same to the gimbal and the GoPro mount, and I just sandwich it in between there. And all it does is, in some of the, like usually with my boosted board videos, I didn't really need it, but when I was riding the mountain bike, you're bumping up and down a lot, right? And there's a lot of G-forces involved there, I guess, a lot more than the boosted board anyway. So what you'll find is that the gimbal itself will tend to pitch backward or forward. And you really don't want that. Like it'll just pivot because it's like front heavy. And you really don't want that in your videos. It'll just ruin everything. Because what I usually do is I shoot in this mode, double click. And that allows the camera to follow what I'm looking at, right? So if I'm looking, down at the ground, the camera pans down to the ground with me, and it does it slower than I do it. It smooths out the motion. But you can see that it follows where I look, and it just, smooths out the movements this way, right? Makes them always level. So yeah. If you don't have that block of wood in there, pro tip, put it in there, because otherwise it'll tilt forward and you'll find that most of your videos are like looking at the ground or something when you don't want them to be. So always a good thing to secure that. Let's see. The other pro tip that I have for you is if and when you buy one of these make sure that you get like a Hero 4 Black or you know, one of the newer models, one of the 2016 models that does 4K video, because what I found is that like when you're panning, you're looking to the side and stuff, the corners, like what I do is I straighten out my GoPro videos because they're normally, it's like a, what do they call it? It's a fisheye lens, right? So it gives you like this kind of weird distorted bubble vision thing. So in Final Cut Pro, I use this Alex 4D filter to straighten that out. And what I find is that if you just shoot in 1080p, the corners look really weird, and it kind of gives me like motion sickness when I watch it. So what I do is I film everything in 4K, 30 frames per second, and then I downsample it to 1080p, or I just upload it in 4K. And when I apply that Alex 4D filter, the corners look so much better when I filmed it in 4K. I think it's because there's like you lose data in the corners, because you're taking that bubble and you're kind of like flattening it out, right? So you lose data, and with the 4K, there's more data there to lose. So it's not such a big deal, like your eye doesn't notice it as much. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to introduce you to my new gimbal and you know, show you some test footage, and you know, hopefully if you think this is as awesome as I do, you'll go out and buy one. I'll include links down below in the description where you can buy these on Amazon. That's where I bought mine. And you know, I get a small commission when you buy through me, but it doesn't cost you a dime extra. You just get the regular Amazon price. So please use those links. It helps me support this channel and continue buying cool stuff to review and continue making awesome videos for you. So that's it for me, Jesse at Create This. Hopefully you liked this. If you did, give it a like down below, and thanks for watching, and please subscribe.